Next, let's look at details. So going to details, you have two adjustment options. You have structure and sharpening. Sharpening is your basic sort of adding a little bit of sharpness to your image. Great for things like cityscapes, landscapes, big wide images. It's not going to make something that's out of focus in focus, but it can add a little bit more sort of, I guess, detail to it. So for this image, I'll drag it all the way up so you can kind of see what's happening. And before, after, you can really see it in the cities. See those buildings before, after? See what's happening? It is providing a little bit more detail. Let's drag this to the left a little bit more. Now let's go up to structure. So what structure does is similar, but it adds a lot more detail to things like in the clouds. It adds a little bit of contrast and a lot of sharpening. This is similar to the clarity slider in Lightroom or Photoshop. Dragging to the left softens things up. This might look good for portraits. I tend not to add a lot of structure or clarity to portraits because with people, it just looks a little grungy. But for landscapes and cityscapes like this, it does add a lot of nice detail. And it gives it sort of that HDR look, which might be something that you're into and that you like. But basically, with sharpening and structure, I try to do less is more is my approach to this anyways. Going too far can make things look over edited, and I don't necessarily like that. So being a little bit more subtle, adding a little structure to an image like this would be good. All right, we're going to click check mark, and that's our details option.